Hi everybody, welcome to TWC 451-551. My name is Dr. Michelle Mosco. I'll be your instructor for this class. This class uses Canvas, so I thought I would give you a little overview of where everything is and how it works. Although if you're familiar with Blackboard, this won't seem like much of a difference. First of all, when you open up Canvas in the class, it might look like what you're seeing right now. However, it might also look more similar to that. You'll notice that each of these, the units and the welcome unit, are clickable, and then the items that are inside the unit will open. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on the welcome and start here. And I will click on the first item. The thing to remember about Canvas that is a little bit different is that you can go through the modules by using the next and previous buttons. And that's probably the best way to get into each of the units. So you'll start here and it tells you to begin by reading the syllabus, where the assignments are located, the schedule overview, course expectations, and introductions. And I'm going to go through all of those with you right now. So I'm just going to go right through and hit next. And the next unit will tell you a little bit about me. There's a picture of me on spring break. And then I'll just scroll and go to next. There you can download a copy of the syllabus, which we will talk about in a little bit. And then I can go next. This is the schedule overview. I would strongly suggest that you print it. It has all of the exact dates and times for the opening of the check-in quizzes, each of the posts in the discussion boards, when they are due. So this is a really important page for you. Once again, clicking through next. And we have the assignment descriptions. So basically there are 3 types of assignments. One is the check-ins, which are like mini quizzes, and you have one of those for each unit. The other are discussions, and you have discussions for each unit. And then a critical book review and a final exam. And that's all you have for this class. So I'm going to continue and go through to show you what else we have. The course expectations acknowledgement will ask you questions about the syllabus, and you will acknowledge the policies and procedures for this course. And then there is an introduction discussion forum. So there will be a prompt at the top, and then there will be a reply button where you would click reply. You would type your reply, okay? And I'm just going to put, this is what a post would be. And then I will go down to the bottom and I will say post reply. Okay? And now you can see that we've started a thread, the prompt, and then if this was your post, your name would be there. And if you would like to reply to somebody, you would click under their post for reply. If you are making your initial posting, you would just click on reply for my message. So I'm going to keep going through. Students who are enrolled in 551 also have an additional assignment. I'm not going to go over this. If you have a question, grad students, please let me know. Hallway conversations is supposed to be an area akin to outside the classroom door, where you ask questions of your classmates or try to figure out course procedures that you don't understand, assignments that you don't understand, or content that you don't understand. In an online course, of course, we don't have that. So you have the opportunity in hallway conversations to add a discussion question for anything that you're having questions about. Like if you don't know if you're supposed to do 3 paragraphs or 2, you can post it here. I will check this once a day. So you'll have to make sure that you don't wait till the last minute, because if I've checked it at 10 in the morning and you post at 5 at night for something that's due at midnight, there is a very strong chance I am not going to get back to you. However, your classmates are available, so I would urge anybody to check to see what's in there, answer questions if you know the answer, and if you don't know the answer, it may help you to get some of them. I would strongly suggest you subscribe to this forum by clicking subscribe, and that means you will get a message in your inbox, okay, every time somebody posts a new post. Okay, moving right along. And then you have the section on resources and accessibility, which will comprise the next 2 pages with the Writing Center, as well as some other resources that might be useful. And finally, we are at Unit 1. So if I go back to the home page, okay, and I close up the Welcome module, I am now in Unit 1, and this is pretty much the format for a unit. There will be an introduction that will give you the objectives for that unit. There will be at least 1 lecture. I am working right now on creating some video files for those, so those will be forthcoming. There is also the reading assignments. Most of those will be linked, and there will be pages in your textbook, a discussion, and a check-in. So that's pretty consistent for most of the units. Occasionally there is 1 extra thing. This one in Unit 2 will be to indicate your choice of books for the critical book review assignment. Unit 3 is pretty much the way it is. Unit 4 does have extra discussions because of the scenarios that we're using, and it'll make sense when you look at it. So I'm going to go into Unit 1 and just give you a kind of overview of how this works. So as I said, you've got the objectives for that unit. Next, you will have the lecture, and this is where the links will be to the video, each video file. The content in the video file is pretty much the same as the content here. Some people would prefer to listen and see. Some people would prefer to read. You can pick whichever you would prefer. And I'll go next. And I have the reading assignment. So E&E is the textbook. And then there are other hyperlinked readings for you. There is the discussion, which will always have a prompt at the beginning. And you will click reply to reply, pretty much like the other discussions. And finally, the last item in the unit is a check-in, which is pretty much a quiz. The quiz is available for 48 hours. It will open, this one will open July 6th at 12 in the morning and will close July 7th at 11:59 p.m. They are an hour long timed. This one has 6 questions. I think you can see how that shouldn't be much of a problem completing in 60 minutes. They are all multiple choice, matching, true and false. There are no free response answers, so that should be easy to get finished in the time limit. Please make sure you do not open the quiz until you are ready to take it, because you are only allowed in it once. Also understand that technology does what technology does, and if you wait until 11 o'clock to take the quiz and you have a technology issue, that does not constitute an extenuating circumstance. Okay, you need to be prepared for technology issues. And then I move along, and I am now at Unit 2. Okay. So I'd like to go back and look at the syllabus for a minute. Once again, I can get that from home, or I can click Syllabus. Okay. The beginning is standard information about the learning outcomes, the textbook. In addition, the book you will select for your reading assignment, one of those is available online free, so if cost is an issue, you'd probably want to pick that one. The course policies and communication via email. Then I have a very short little intro to Canvas. The assignments are briefly described here. So there are 5 discussions, 6 check-ins, a critical book review, and a final exam for a total of 636 points. Graduate students also need to complete the grad assignment. All assignments are due at 11:59 Arizona Mountain Time. No late work accepted, and I really do mean that. The due dates for the discussion posts are listed in the schedule overview. Please make sure you look at that. Final course grades, standard 90% and above is an A. I do have the discretion of using plus or minus on any of these grades. The technology requirement is listed, as well as some university policies that are pretty much on everybody's syllabus. So I'm going to go back here. So at this point, you've pretty much seen the whole class and the course structure. If you have any questions, please make sure to post them, and I look forward to working with you.